Experience the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness. BSN, Finish First. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening to the show and whatever you may be doing. And Dr. Marita Schauch will be along in a little while. getting sort of prepared for her because she wants to talk about some issues regarding women's health. And in that spirit, I came across a study that all women know already. They didn't need a scientific study to tell them this, that they have better memories than men. And they said in the article, by the way, it was published in a journal, and the title of the journal says it all, Menopause. Women have better memories than men. Women 45 to 55 in the study performed better in all of the battery of memory measures that they exposed the women to, even though they experience a decline around menopause with memory function. Even under those conditions, they're handicapped, if a gambler's term, even with the issue of menopause, they still do better. I'll continue with this in a second. Have a caller from Largo. Let's go there. Steve, welcome to the show.
Thanks for taking my call, Doc. I'd like to encourage Gary on his weight loss program. I myself lost 100 pounds in 8 years, and the best advice that I heard a few moments ago is habitualization. When you get into those good habits, after a while, they become your way of life, and that's the way you do things. And not going to bed with a full stomach. There's all kinds of benefits that he doesn't even know yet.
I know. How did your life change, Steve? And first of all, thank you for calling. And I know you've listened to this show quite a while, and you've always contributed, and I'm grateful for your contribution. How did your life change as you were losing the weight, and once you lost 100 pounds and kept it off? How has your life changed?
Well, let's start with sleep. It's easier to regulate your body heat. You don't toss and turn. I quit snoring 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not woke up with snoring or any of that other kind of breathing problems. When I started this thing, I didn't have a goal, and I didn't understand how unhealthy I was. And so as I was turning 50, oh, geez, I'm turning 50. This is the way it feels to be 50, blah, blah, blah. That's what I was telling myself. Doc, I feel better now than I did when I was 20. I'll be 64 next month.
Yeah, you sound like you're 16. You sound very young on the radio. So how did your life change psychologically and your relative to your self-image, self-worth, and so on?
I'm full of myself now.
They can hardly stand you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was at a class reunion a few months ago. It was 45 years, I guess, and I had. Yeah, I thought I was at a condo association meeting. It just did.
I went to one. It's funny you mention this. I went to one class reunion. I even went back to Pittsburgh to do this, and I think I told this story once before in the air, maybe twice. So I rented a car, and then I went to the hotel where they were going to do this, and the hotel set up on a hill, and you had to go up this long winding driveway. So I'm driving up, and there's cars in front of me. And so I'm thinking people going to the hotel, and the car in front of me that stops, and they get out, and this elderly man and woman get out, and I didn't realize they were part of the class. And when I got inside, somebody had the sense, the high IQ, to put photographs. To put the graduating photograph of the person on a pin or on a badge, so you could recognize the person along with the name. Because if you didn't do that, then you were going to have a hard time. So what was odd about it all was when I walked in, and they had a reception table, and there were these group of people there, and of course the women were in charge of, and they got stuck with checking everybody in. And I remember this one woman standing there. And I walked up. I just walked up. He said, Michael Garco. And I said, how did you know that? He said, well, first of all, you haven't changed. Second of all, it was the dimples that gave me away. Other than that, so but everybody else, there were people I walked up, hell, Gary, Steven, I didn't know who they were. And I had to look. I was embarrassed. I had to look. Everybody looked so different. And the one thing that I saw was weight gain. That was consistent across. There was a lot of weight gain, which comes with aging. So that was and I said, I got so depressed, I never went back to another reunion. I said, the hell with that. Not me. I'm done.
There was one lady that was doing triathletes, and near the end of the thing, I finally ran into her. I didn't recognize her, but she was in good shape. I thought didn't realize. I thought she was somebody's wife or something. Anyway, we got to talking about triathlete participation, and I did the Alcatraz swim here in August, and we got to talking about that, and she's in Maui, and we're talking about all these workouts we do and such, and we kind of made a spectacle of ourselves.
It's all right. You know what? Under those circumstances, go ahead and show off. You know, I know how hard it is to take care of oneself over the long term. You're now in your 60s, and you're to be congratulated. You are in a I always say to people, if you can lose weight and keep it off, you can do anything you want in your life. You can be an astronaut, you can be a triathlete, because to me, that is one of the most formidable challenges anybody can face.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Alert the media. Women have better memories than men. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Women have known that. They didn't need a study to tell them that. But we confirmed it. Anyway, scientists have confirmed it now. Throughout life, women appear to have better memories than men, even when women go through menopause. And we know that memory is affected during menopause. My guest today, Dr. Marita Schauch, knows a thing or two about this. In her practice, she deals with this a lot with women's health and these kinds of issues. So this won't come as any surprise to her. But they said that in the study they comment, and this has been, you'll find a lot of commentary on this issue is about women as they reach menopause. They tend to struggle with what's called like a brain fog. Women will tell you that. They have like this brain fog, and memory depletion continues after menopause as well. So doctors, allopathically trained and naturopathically trained, have to deal with that and try to help these women do better with their memory and their just general cognitive and executive function. Some researchers have found that women even have difficulty with communicatively in terms of verbal fluency during menopause, during and subsequent to menopause. Nevertheless, they said, women, and I'm quoting now, women with healthy aging brains continue to have an edge over their male counterparts when it comes to memory function, even in midlife and older age, close quote. Congratulations. So, these gender wars. Dr. Marita Schauch is my guest, and she's an educator for natural factors. Dr. Schauch, this is no new news to you, right?
That women have better brains than men?
No, well, I didn't say brains. I said now you're taking some. Now you got to be careful if you're going to report that they said memories. Brains, I don't know altogether. Maybe that's true too, for all I know. I'm okay with that. What do you think about? Have you found that to be the case? Women have better memories than men?
No, I do notice in my clinical practice that a lot of women, once they hit sort of the change, perimenopause and menopause, they do start noticing what we call, and you mentioned it, brain fog, right? They just can't remember things as well as they could, or, they have, sometimes they have difficulty finding the words for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's related back to the change of hormones, and especially the decline in specifically estrogen as we reach perimenopause and menopause. But it's interesting because I do a little section when I'm lecturing on brain function and menopause, and there was a study I came across by the National Institutes of Health, and it was more like a survey. Like they surveyed women before menopause, during menopause, and after menopause. And it was interesting because the trend that they saw was that women experienced the majority of the brain fog pre and during, but post, they felt like their memory actually improved. Like after they went through the drastic change in hormones, after their body had transitioned, the brain fog wasn't as bad. Just kind of interesting.
So once they get on the other side of menopause, things clear up a little bit?
Yeah, they kind of like level out, which kind of makes sense if you think about it, because, during perimenopause and menopause, your hormones are fluctuating quite drastically, right? Estrogen and progesterone are dropping and have peaks as well. And then, your body, your adrenal system and your thyroid and, all your other hormonal systems are trying to adapt and accommodate for these changes and helping your body deal with that. And then once things level out, then your body gets used to having a lower level of those hormones. The receptors kind of level out as well. Then the body can kind of take care of those sections that maybe need a little bit more taking care of. So Yeah, so it's interesting. And I've I've asked a couple of my patients because I thought, oh, that's an interesting trend. And so I did a little experiment, by myself, just with my patients and my menopausal patients, especially like postmenopausal. And I'll say, hey, I read this really interesting report and this is survey, and did you find that? And I would say not all of them found that. Like some of them were saying, I still have a little bit of the memory brain fog, but I had a few patients that said, hey, you know what, that's kind of interesting. And I don't know if it also has to do with the fact that, as you go through menopause and postmenopause, a lot of things will change as far as, people maybe retire or, they have like less responsibilities. So I don't know if that has something to do with it as well. Yeah. So it's just interesting.
877-897-8255. You're listening to Dr. Marita Schauch. She's commenting on this study on which I'm reporting and about which regarding women having better memories than men, better memory function, even during menopause. And of course, it speaks well of women, and maybe men need to try to work on their memory a little bit. What is it about hormones is there a particular hormone, combination of hormones, that seems to affect memory function at perimenopausal, menopausal, and postmenopausal phases?
I think the most important hormones that are responsible in those particular times are specifically estrogen and progesterone. I think more so estrogen than progesterone. But I have read reports also looking at adrenal stress hormones, like specifically cortisol. So cortisol can have quite an impact on brain function, especially memory. And we know from, past chats that we've had how important adrenal function is to perimenopause, menopause, thyroid function, inflammation, immune health. So cortisol as a specific stress hormone, if you're releasing too much or not enough, specifically too much under, chronic stress, it can really have an impact on our brain cells, especially our memory cells.
When we come back, maybe we can talk about this a little bit more and the nature of estrogen and hormones. A lot of people know something about hormones. Very few people know a lot about hormones and actually what kind of impact they have generally on our health, wellness, and well-being. They affect us physiologically, of course, biologically, in terms of our physiology and structure and function of cells, tissues, and organs, but also psycho-emotionally. And make no mistake about it. If we come back, we'll talk a little bit more. Estrogen, such a dominant and powerful, but progesterone is interesting as well, you'll see.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Natural Factors presents.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray. How would you like to feel more calm, centered, and alert with greater mental focus and clarity? Pharma-GABA, a special natural form of the major brain chemical GABA, can help. Our brain can naturally produce GABA, but sometimes we don't produce enough, so taking it as a supplement can give your brain a GABA boost. Pharma-GABA is a clinically proven form that is considerably more effective than other forms. Pharmagaba produces favorable changes in brainwave patterns as well as a dramatic reduction in markers of stress, including salivary cortisol levels. Pharmagaba is fast-acting with feelings of calmness and mental focus experienced within 5 minutes of taking Pharmagaba. So, if you want to feel calmer with greater mental clarity and focus and need a fast-acting help to cope with a stressful day, give Pharmagaba a try. I think you'll be glad you did.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A. Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A. Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A. Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show if you just dialed in. Dr. Marita Schauch is my guest. We're talking about memory and this one study confirming what all women know, that they have better memories than men, even when women are going through menopause. This leads us to using that as a stepping stone to a bigger sort of important issue, both for men and women, and that is how hormones can affect memory function. Now, there's a lot of conversation, discussion, and research on how hormones affect women relative to their memory function because women go through menopause. We'll also get to the idea of how hormones can affect memory function in men. But just so you have just a little understanding here of what's going on with your brain and the components, your brain is made up of trillions of these cells called neurons. And each neuron has these branch-like tentacles, and they're called dendrites, all right? And then they receive information, and then there's like a tail-like tentacle on the neuron called an axon, and that sends information. So the neuron's receiving information from the dendrites, sending information out with the axon. And that's how they communicate. The gaps or the spaces between neurons are called synapses. So you got trillions. When you look at a brain, you go online, you can see it. They'll have schematics of it and images. It's amazing how it's all put together. What's important here then, you have chemicals that are released called neurotransmitters that travel over these synapses and relay information between brain cells. And there are a numerous number of different kinds of neurotransmitters that will relay every thought, every feeling that we experience. Now, with that understanding in mind, it's important to know that hormones get implicated in this, in the structure and function of the brain, as I just generally sketched it. And you have hormones, estrogen, progesterone, pregnenolone, testosterone, DHEA, and other hormones can be quite implicated here with memory, and they're high in the brain and in the bloodstream. Dr. Schauch, welcome back. You went immediately, and I asked you which of the hormones really is a big player here with memory loss during menopause. And you mentioned first out of your the first thing that you mentioned was estrogen. So go ahead and continue that thought. And what do you do about that? And is there estrogen therapy? What goes on here clinically in your practice?
Yeah, because there's such a strong correlation between the decline in, obviously, hormones during menopause, specifically estrogen. And I think what the research shows is that estrogen plays a fairly large part regarding some of the neurotransmitters, so some of the really key players, brain chemicals that are responsible for memory and learning and short-term memory and things like that. So they found that estrogen affects these types of neurotransmitters. So some of them, I think a lot of people have heard of like serotonin, so responsible for like mood, but things like dopamine and noradrenaline and acetylcholine. So you can just imagine when, the estrogen levels are fluctuating quite drastically or declining, then it's obviously going to have an impact on the levels of these neurotransmitters in the brain. So as far as therapy is concerned, I'm not opposed to hormone replacement therapy. I should specify bioidentical hormone therapy. So the difference between bioidentical versus synthetic is, bioidentical is plant-based. Bioidentical meaning like more identical or similar to your own hormones that you're producing. Mm-hmm. Synthetic, more so things like Premarin or progestins are obviously synthetic hormones that your body doesn't recognize as its own. So the ability for those hormones to act on the receptors or, have more side effects are greater. But it's not my first line of treatment with my patients.
What is?
So I try to evaluate, the other systems that are responsible for helping women transition and also help with production of estrogen and progesterone by the body. So, for example, the adrenal system, which I know we've talked about before, but the adrenal system and the adrenal glands do release small amounts of estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. They have quite a strong role with regards to helping the body adapt.
But before
perimenopause.
I get that, what typically, you said it plays a role. What part of the body does release the estrogen? Where is that typically done? Where does most of it synthesized?
Most of our estrogen comes from our ovaries.
Okay.
Right?
But the thyroid then gets implicated. It can also make estrogen. Is that what you're saying?
The thyroid or the adrenals?
I'm sorry. Your adrenal glands. I beg your pardon. The adrenal
That's
gland.
okay.
The adrenals.
So the adrenal glands can release cofactors in small amounts of estrogen as well, like directly from the adrenal glands. But obviously, when we hit menopause, the ovaries, and that's why there's such drastic changes with women, is because the ovaries are shutting down, right?
I see.
They're not producing those large amounts of estrogen as you were when you were, menstruating, when you're in your 20s or 30s.
Right.
You hit your 40s and 50s, and your body's, not getting those hormones that the body's used to getting, right?
So biology has it then that you have this sort of backup system where the thyroid's going to release some cofactors that relate to estrogen. Is that what you're saying?
The adrenals are.
Again, I misspoke again. Why
Why
am I talking about the thyroid? Maybe I'm in some other show, and I don't realize where I'm at. The adrenals, that's an interesting backup, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge, and it's one that a lot of women don't realize, and it's one of the key systems that I talk to my patients about, especially women patients. And once they get their adrenals working better, then a lot of their other systems and other hormone systems start working better as well.
When we come back, we'll talk about how you get that adrenal system working. And I have just provided yet another piece of evidence that women have better memories than men. I just forgot 2 times in a row that we're talking about I'm living proof. See, women do have better memories than men. 877-897-8255. This is fascinating stuff. So you see that interaction. That's why I mentioned the neurotransmitters. These hormones, there's an interaction between the hormones and the neurotransmitters. It's a little complicated, but we'll sort it out. And Dr. Schauch has some keen ideas how to get things back into balance and homeostasis, but for men, for women, and men with bad memories.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, with me and the thousands of people who listen and watch the show who are more important than I am. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. I'm just a medium. That's all. The most important aspect of this show is the audience. Was on the very first day, and it has been ever since. 11 years ago, on May the 5th, or something like that, the 7th, on a Tuesday in the afternoon. Yep, 11 years ago or so. And we've covered a lot of territory since that time, well over 4,000 hours of broadcast airtime. That's a lot of, and a lot of it's located at the website at letstalknutrition.com. There's a lot of shows there under show schedule that you can go and listen to. And then, of course, there are about a dozen videos on the homepage or so. The rest are at YouTube. There's a link that will escort you to YouTube, and you can watch the rest of and people download these, both the videos and the audio. Some health stores play the show in their stores, the audio, live or the on-demand. They'll download it and play it in the stores. That's a good idea. It provides information to the shopper, the consumer, helps with sales. It's a good idea. Dr. Marita Schauch is my guest today, and she always makes a nice contribution to the show, a meaningful one. She's in clinical practice, and that's always good because you have somebody that's in the trench. They're not fighting the war in the abstract. They're in the trench. They're taking the heavy shelling. They're not the general sitting back of the lines laying out the strategy. They're commanding the attack in the trench. Those are the people you want to talk to. What's it like? What do you know? What did you learn? What does the science tell you? What does your clinical practice tell you? What works? What doesn't work? Sometimes, all the columns don't line up real nice and straight like Greek columns. Sometimes things are a little out of level, out of plumb. It's not neat and tidy. It can get a little messy, and you have to work your way through it. And what's that we try to do here on the show? 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. I was reporting on the study in the first portion of the show today, but before I go there, about women having better memories than men. Of course, all women know that. And they've known that for centuries, if not thousands of years, clearly. And women are a lot better at a lot of other things, too. But I want to welcome a new affiliate to the network of affiliates on Let's Talk Nutrition, 97.3 FM and 1110 AM, and that's in Richmond, Kentucky. And the general manager there is David Humes, and I want to thank David and his colleagues and the station for airing the show and allowing us to come into your community and try to help people take charge of their health, wellness, and well-being. And taking charge can mean a lot of different things for those of you who are new to the show in Richmond. And we, like today, what I'm talking about with Dr. Schauch, memory, hormones, both for women and men. Yes, men have hormones too. And their memory gets affected too. They go through a similar kind of biological phase we have menopause and you can have menopause, and we'll get Dr. Schauch to talk about that. And there's no reason to suffer. There's no reason why you should have memory or brain fog or bad memory or poor executive function. You can do things about this. Should not accept the premise that, well, I'm aging and that's just the way it is and there's nothing I can do about it. That's not true. It's not true. There are people in their 80s and 90s that are as cognitively sharp as you could want anybody to be. They're poets, they're writers, they're musicians, they're engineers, they're architects, they're surgeons, yes, those people are out there. Don't do it. You're doing yourself a disservice. Find a good doctor that's progressive, that thinks this way, and will encourage you. And by the way, some of the medications will affect memory. So I'm just saying, we know that elderly people tend to have on more than one medication, and all kinds of things can affect memory. Your diet, your lifestyle, medications, genetics, and so on. Dr. Schauch, welcome back. Don't want to go on too much about all that. I could, if I'm like that doll. You pull the string, but the problem with me is that string is too damn long. You know what I'm saying? Say, when does that doll shut up? Welcome back. I asked you how you were doing in the first portion. Nothing has changed too much since that time, right? You're doing okay.
Yes, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks. I'm going on holidays next week.
You're reading my mind. I was just going to ask you, are you getting ready for the holidays?
Yeah, well, I usually go on holidays in November, so I take some time off from my practice. Mm-hmm. But so when I get back, I'll be getting ready for the actual Christmas holidays.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Let me ask you something. Every day, day in and day out, you're in clinic, working with patients, men and women, hearing all kinds of issues, health issues of one sort or another.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ask your age, and I want you to tell me. I don't care. But you've lived long enough now where you have a pretty good sense, and you've been trained, and you have enough clinical experience to know quite a bit. Let me just add, and I would like really an authentic answer from you. What concerns you the most about your own health, given all that you now know about what can go wrong? What concerns you the most?
I think as most healthcare providers, so naturopathic physicians, medical doctors, people dealing with the public and helping or listening, and clinical counselors and things like that, I think my biggest concern is I find sometimes I get too involved with and I think that's probably the case for a lot of other caregiving professions, where we become too involved with our patients, or we go beyond, to help people.
Yes.
And I've learned over the years that I really need to make that separation, and really make sure that my health doesn't become compromised. So it's a daily reminder that I have to make sure that I, do my own exercise, and, I make sure that, I'm feeding my body good, nutritious foods and blah, blah, blah.
I get that. So, this is a case of the host asking a poorly worded question. What I'm really trying to get at is, what health issue, what is the one single health issue, given now in the clinic every day, all that you've read, all of your naturopathic training, what is the health issue that concerns you personally the most as you're aging? And you're a young woman, but, you're moving into the life cycle.
Oh, that I could potentially develop down the road?
I don't know. I mean, what's on what is in the forefront when you think of health issues? What is the one health issue that seems to capture your attention the most relative to you, Marita Schauch? Not Dr. Schauch, but Marita Schauch.
I'd probably say burnout, like an adrenal fatigue.
Not cancer, not Alzheimer's, not heart disease.
Well, a lot of those things can arise from adrenal dysfunction.
It's interesting.
So
That's a hard question to answer, isn't it?
it is difficult, but I always expect I'm going to get a couple difficult questions when I'm on your show.
Well, I'm trying to keep you sharp, Dr. Schauch. Got to keep honing the blade. Yeah, you're pretty smart. I appreciate your honest answer.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
At Nordic Naturals, we know that a commitment to deliver the world's safest, most effective omega oils requires an exceptional process. That's why we manage every step of production, from boat to bottle. That includes sustainably sourcing wild-caught fish from well-managed fisheries. It means using state-of-the-art equipment and technology at our manufacturing plant in Arctic Norway. Nordic Naturals bottles and encapsulates our omega-3s at our own facility and carefully ships products from our eco-friendly headquarters in California. The result? Nordic Naturals products have received more than 40 awards for taste, innovation, and product excellence. You can trust the quality of Nordic Naturals products and know you're getting all the health benefits omega-3 fish oils offer. Nordic Naturals' high-quality, great-tasting omega-3s make staying healthy easier for you and your family. When choosing an omega-3 fish oil product, choose the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Choose Nordic Naturals. Available at natural product retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness. BSN, Finish First. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
12.6% of American households with one or more people have confusion or memory loss. In the household. In 6% of households, all adults have confusion or memory loss. Causes include vitamin B12 deficiency, alcoholism, tumor, infection, blood clots in the brain, and many other. Hormone imbalance. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. The question I asked Dr. Schauch is not an easy question. The question I asked her, if you just tuned in, was what health issue, forget about being Dr. Schauch, just Marita Schauch, the human being like everybody else, what concerns you the most? Think about that question when somebody would ask you that. That's a hard question to answer. Some people can give you a real quick, spontaneous response, especially if they have somebody in the family that had, let's say, Alzheimer's or cancer of one sort or another. So, welcome back, Dr. Schauch. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. I hope I didn't. I was just trying to humanize you. People think, oh, the doctor, expert, lest we forget you're a human being, just like everybody else, right? Right, Doctor? Mm-hmm. Isn't that right?
Yeah, very true. I mean, I have my own concerns. I have my own, health issues and my family's health issues, and yeah.
Yeah, and that's what, and what doctors sometimes forget, that if they can convey that to the patient, you know what, that makes them a better doctor, because then the patient can relate. That's my opinion. But
well, yeah,
what the hell do I know, right?
I think there's this expectation too, as a naturopathic doctor, that a lot of my patients will say, "Oh, well, you probably are vegan and you don't drink or
don't commit nutritional sin."
Yeah, you're like 100% pure, and I think, and I always say, I'm like, no, I'm human. Like I eat meat. I enjoy a glass of wine or a beer once in a while. I drink coffee. But I'm human, and I think it's all about balance.
That's right. It is about balance and moderation, even moderation and whatnot. And it's important for my job on this show is to help connect the guest to the audience and it's all about relationship. And people listen to the show or watch it because they're looking for answers, but they're also looking for honest answers given in an authentic way. You can have Einstein on here and somebody with a big IQ, big credentials, and won't have any effect on the audience because they don't connect. And that's what I try to do, try to connect. You're always trying to connect. So just wanting the audience to know that you, just like everybody else, have these concerns. And as a woman, you know that someday you're going to have to deal with menopause, right?
Yep.
Yep. And
I'm hoping I follow in my mom's footsteps, because my mom actually had a pretty good time through menopause. Like, she didn't have any symptoms.
That's amazing.
So I'm hoping that genetics are there.
Well, yeah. Well, and we're talking about menopause because it does affect memory. And this one study I was reporting on today, used it as a stepping stone to get to here. That the study showed that women have better memory function than men, even when women are going through menopause, which is kind of interesting. So you think then when the ovaries begin to shut down biologically and estrogen's not being produced, then the adrenal glands pick up the slack a little bit. How how do you keep then that? Then I will presume then in your practice you're going to do something about that adrenal gland, right?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different supplements and foods and nutrition and that you can take to help strengthen adrenal function. And I try to, with my younger patients, I try to just make them aware of, just because you're in your 20s and you think, okay, menopause is a long ways away, doesn't mean that you shouldn't be thinking about how you can support your body, at that time.
I see.
So, it's really important to start, if you can, start earlier with supporting, adrenal function, your stress glands, your, healthy cortisol levels, because down the road in time, you're going to help prevent things like memory problems or dementia or, depression, anxiety, like those types of things that are all related to adrenal function, and even things like heart disease and diabetes. So, it's important to think earlier on. But I know, when you're in your 20s, you've got a lot of other, I guess, more important things to worry about, like, career and university and college and where you're going to live. And but health-wise, because I treat so many people, especially younger people, like in their 20s, that are just, having issues at such a young age, even memory issues or, mood issues, or, they can't, they can't cope very well. They're feeling overwhelmed. They're having insomnia. And it's such a young age, being a teenager and in your 20s, that's the time that you want to, you really want to enjoy your life. You've got your whole life ahead of you. You're trying to plan, your career. And, I see a lot of people just struggling because they're just not coping well. And sleep's another one that.
Okay. We'll go there. We'll go there.
Yeah.
Not to forget the men in the audience.
Yeah.
When we come back, you have an adrenal gland too. And we'll get Dr. Schauch to talk a little bit about men, adrenal function, memory loss, menopause, and all that. Yeah.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering. You're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
As it turns out, aging is a risk factor for a lot of particular health conditions and diseases. One specifically is memory function, cognitive functioning. And it can go on to decline as your cognitive function, memory function, executive function specifically, can become a bit impaired as we age. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. My guest is Dr. Marita Schauch, and there are a lot of things that contribute to that. Diet, lifestyle, genetics, getting sick, disease, medications, the list goes on. Nutritional deficiencies of one sort or another. As I mentioned, pharmaceuticals as well as recreational use drugs. Many things can get in the way, and aging generally is there. It overarches all of it. But you don't have to suffer with memory loss and poor memory and cognitive and executive function specifically as we age. Dr. Marita Schauch, welcome back. You mentioned the adrenal glands and how important it is for women to take care of it. It's also important for men. We'll get to men here in a second. You alluded to supplements. Is there any particular supplement or supplements that would serve the adrenal glands well?
Well, in my clinical practice, I've been using the Line by Natural Factors for probably about the last 7 or 8 years. So they have an adrenal formula called AdrenaSense.
Yes.
By the Women's Sense line. And I've found it actually very, very effective with a lot of my patients for brain fog, for energy levels, for restful sleep, mood disorders, and such. So it's a combination formula of herbs called adaptogens. And so adaptogens are herbs that help your body cope with the changes or chronic stress that your body might be experiencing, or big, huge transitions like andropause or menopause in women. So yeah, I've been having really good results with that. And then I also, depending on the patient, because obviously everyone's an individual, I will add extra support, like for memory, for example. I always make sure that patients are on a good fish oil, like omega-3 fish oil. I also make sure that if there's, inflammation going on in the body, because there's a lot of, I'm sure you've read a lot of the research on like inflammation on the brain that's more so contributing to things like the dementias and Alzheimer's disease. So I really make sure that if there's inflammation or systemic inflammation going on, that I'm targeting that. And
Natural Factors has a good product for inflammation called Theracuramin, yes?
Yeah, I was just going to mention that.
I know.
So the Theracuramin is a really, really powerful and very bioavailable form of turmeric or curcumin.
Do you recommend AdrenaSense for men too? You alluded to that when you said menopause. You recommend it for men too?
Yes, I do. Because I think a lot of times, we think, oh, it's just the women that have to worry about, menopause or supporting their adrenal glands. But you know what? I treat a lot of men as well, and they equally need to be aware of their adrenal function because it has a huge impact on testosterone levels. And of course, testosterone is very, very important for energy, for sleep, specifically for men, very important for memory, important for libido and muscle development, and helps their metabolism. So, it's an important concept that doesn't just apply to women, but it actually has a very, very important role in men's health as well.
So AdrenaSense is not gender specific then?
No, it's not gender specific.
Okay,
you mentioned herbs that are in there can be used for both men and women.
And you mentioned estrogen earlier, and how that of the hormones, the constellation of hormones in women and men, the estrogen, both for women and men, can play havoc biologically, physiologically with men and women, and specifically here now in the case of memory function and memory loss. You have a product called EstroSense, and you have the companion product for men called AndroSense, correct?
Yes. But I should specify that those formulas, the estrosense, the androsense, because a lot of people think that there's maybe estrogen in the estrosense, but it isn't. There's no hormonal component, but rather what it does is it helps to preserve like the healthy levels of estrogen in the body and helps to eliminate maybe more harmful or cancer-causing estrogen. So what a lot of people don't realize is that you can create these harmful excess bad estrogens in the body. Both men and women can create them. And so the idea with the men's one is to help prevent the testosterone from converting into more estrogen, because obviously men don't want too much estrogen. They produce small amounts, but they want to keep those levels at bay, but they want to make sure they have healthy levels of testosterone.
And what that product does, it blocks the aromatase enzyme from converting the testosterone into estradiol. It's the aromatase enzyme.
Exactly.
Okay. So
it keeps healthy levels of testosterone for men.
Okay. So here's, as I understand it, the way you explained it, as women go into perimenopause, menopause, the ovaries are producing less estrogen. With men, as they move into menopause, midlife, their testosterone is getting converted. The women don't have enough estrogen, and the men end up with too much of the bad estrogen. Do I have that right?
Yeah, the men are stealing the estrogen from the women. So all those estrogen that the women need are now being converted by men.
Yeah, the hormonal thieves is what they are. Yes.
Yeah, it's quite complex. Like if you look at all of the hormone systems and how all of the hormones interplay with one another. But yeah, that's what accounts also, especially with men. You know, as men age, you probably noticed like a lot of men can kind of get sort of the belly fat. They get the big belly, like we call it the beer belly. And a lot of that, the reason for that is often because their testosterone is converting into too much estrogen.
Is it not true also that the estradiol into which the testosterone gets converted bonds to the same receptor sites as the testosterone does?
Yeah, it can cause that too, and can cause confusion for the receptor. So instead of the healthy testosterone binding to their specific receptor, you've got these excess estrogens that are blocking.
So then that tells the brain all of the testosterone rooms in the hotel are taken up, so I don't have to make any more testosterone for you. And that's not true at all. And so you become estrogen dominant because you're converting testosterone into estradiol, and the brain got the signal because they're filling up the testosterone rooms of the hotel, so to speak. The body's not making any testosterone, so testosterone levels go down.
Testosterone deficient, yeah.
Right, and estrogen levels are going up. With women, they're not making enough estrogen because the ovaries are shutting down. Yeah, you see, the ups and downs of being men and women, yes?
Yes.
877-897-8255. EstroSense, AdrenaSense, AndroSense for men. It's the same product as EstroSense, just a different name.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Still Looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymatica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymatica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's the LTN health and here's the LTN health question of the day, and I was talking about how in this study they showed that they confirmed what all women know. They didn't need a scientific study to tell them that they tend to have better memories than men, a better memory, and throughout life Women appear to have better memories than men, they said. Here's the health question. What percent of people tend to experience memory problems as they get older? Remember, I told you aging is a risk factor for a lot of issues, health issues. Memory function is one of them. What percent of people experience memory problems as they age? 25%, 50%, or 75%? What percent of people experience memory problems as they get older? 25, 50, or 75%? 877-897-8255. Causes of memory problems could be include dementia and different forms of dementia, such as Alzheimer's. And you should also know that women are more likely to be affected by Alzheimer's disease and dementia than are men. But for the health question, what percent of people experience memory problems as they age? 25, 50, or 75%? Dr. Schauch, welcome back. Why do you think it is that women, the literature seems to support this, that women do experience or are more affected by AD, Alzheimer's disease, and dementia than men? Do you think it's that there's a hormonal component to that?
Yeah, I do believe. I think a lot of it has to do with how we respond to stress, and I think it also has to do with the hormone fluctuations that we experience through our lifetime with, our monthly cycles. So I think that there's a lot more that can go wrong as far as like hormone imbalance.
I see.
Because our estrogen and progesterone levels are constantly fluctuating every month. I think also if you, I know you were mentioning thyroid gland earlier when we were talking about adrenals, but the thyroid gland plays a very, very large role as well with memory and brain function and mood disorders and metabolism, amongst many other things.
That's
so
why I kept filtering into my head, and I was confusing.
I wanted to say, I'm like, actually, you're right. It does play a role too.
Do you think that there, and I don't know, this could be, there may be a neurologist out there that's just going to fall off the chair with laughter at the ignorance of this question, but do you think that over time, the menopause, and the menstrual cycle and going through menopause and whatnot, that there is neuronal wear down or damage that could contribute to the dementia or the buildup of these plaques and whatnot, that the process itself is damaging over time? Or is that too far-fetched of an idea?
No, I don't think it's too far-fetched. I think it's a really good theory. And I think it depends on, how those patients respond to those hormone transitions. So you have, one woman who has perfectly normal periods, doesn't have, cramping or heavy issues or irregular cycles. And then you have somebody in the opposite situation that has a lot more hormonal imbalances. I think definitely there's going to be a lot more stress on those hormones, on the body, on the brain, on the thyroid than the woman that maybe has, doesn't have any issues, right? Has more level hormones. So yeah, I think definitely that can play a role.
Here's the health question. I'll make it easier for you. What percent of people experience memory problems as they age, both men and women? 25% or 75%? Now think about that. 25% or 75% as people age? More than you it's a big number. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. It's interesting, just anecdotally, walking through the grocery store, I rarely see young people with a piece of paper with handwritten notes on it shopping.
Oh, I do that.
Like I said, I rarely see young people. No. It's I'm kidding. You're a young woman. You can't be more than 55 or 60, right?
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're showing your picture up there. You look like you're 12. Are you kidding me? You look so young. You look great. You're very you're terrific. No, I just want the audience to know she's terrific. I noticed, I see these people, and they're usually elderly. They seem to be taking more notes or have more notes when they're shopping. That's just, it sort of tells you everything, doesn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think there's a lot more going on nowadays too, right? Like I think this has plays a huge role with brain function. Just the fact that we have so many more things that are being bombarded at us, right? Like, when I was growing up, we didn't have things like Twitter or I think email was just starting to kind of come out. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have like the whole electronic world.
Right.
And if you think about it, like that's a big part of this too, is that a lot of people were constantly plugged in.
Sure. Let's go to Sun City. Sometimes I make this mistake and I say Sin City, but it's Sun City. Evelyn, welcome to the show, Evelyn. How are you?
I am great, thank you.
Good. So what's the percent of people that as they age, Evelyn, as they move deeper into the life cycle or span, they experience memory problems? 25% or 75%?
75.
That's right. Congratulations, Evelyn. You won a $25 supplement gift card. There you go. That's all good, right?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you for listening to the show, Evelyn.
Okay.
All right. What are you going to do today, Evelyn?
I'm a volunteer at the Chamber of Commerce here in Sun City Center, and I will be there for the afternoon.
Wonderful. That a service. Love it. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Tell all the folks at Sun City about the show. Dr. Schauch, thank you. Dr. Schauch, we always appreciate you. You're a good sport. You're real authentic and real, and that's why the audience loves you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I enjoy being on the show. It's fun.
We enjoy having you. Natural Factors, all the products that we mentioned, because your health is your wealth.